calls.
You'll eventually get the 20% back. That Silver Connect card is going to pay her co-payments. Remicade, I believe, is an injectable, and her hospitalization co-payments. And tell them to turn his Part B on. He gives me the cue. Time to rock and roll. Okay, happy Valentine's Day yesterday to all the lovely ladies out there, especially my lovely lady, Diana. Happy Valentine's Day, babe. It is Wednesday, the 15th of February. This is Medicare You, 1 to 2 p.m. today. Psyched, actually. I have Social Security calling in today. Today is going to be a Social Security how-to. Give you an update on some cases we've been pursuing, and we're going to go over final expense insurance, which is life insurance. We're going to go over the differences of life insurance today. I'll explain in nausea all the different types. But for the top of the hour, for the first half hour, we're going to discuss Social Security. The reason we are going to discuss this is because it's a hot topic. People are constantly looking for guidance, what to do, what's the optimum time to retire, how to use the website. So I have Maria Grice, Department of Public Affairs extraordinaire from Social Security, calling in from Bridgeport. I try to get her to come to the studio, but her time is limited, so the best I can do is get a phone call today. All right, I hope everyone's doing well. This weather is phenomenal for training out there, running, and had a fun race up in Litchfield, the Bob Andrulis on Saturday. So for everyone that was out there, it was great to see everybody running in the mud. We have a caller. Hopefully that's our Mattatuck Minute. Stephanie Harris with the Mattatuck Museum. How you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you, Mike?
Good. No complaints. You know me. Never.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who attended our exhibit opening last night. It was opening of Many Visions, One Community, which was an exhibit donated by Ben Ortiz and Victor Torchera. We had over 100 people at the opening last night, which was phenomenal. It was a great time.
And was that for Marie, the works, 30 works?
Yeah, the 31 years did in honor of Marie's years of service at the museum. So it was a really nice sentiment. There were some nice speeches and nice words said. So it was a really enjoyable evening.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are listening out there, the Mattatuck Museum is we're not losing her, but the famous Marie Galbraith is, after 31 years, going to slightly move over to the left a little bit and just advise from afar, I guess, Stephanie, correct?
Yeah, she's actually moving to education and programming, which she's doing anyway. It's one of her, passions here at the museum. So we're really great to be able to keep her experience here for a while, and as we transition to a new director. And
that new director is whom?
Robert Burns.
Yes.
Yeah, he's coming to us from New York.
I believe he starts in about a week's time.
Tuesday, yeah. His first day is Tuesday. Yep. So we're very excited to have him come in and kind of shake things up a little bit. So
everyone get to be members of the Mattatuck Museum. It's important. How did First Thursday go for you, the jazz music?
It was fantastic. It was a different group, someone we've never had before. Last month, at the beginning of February, they did a phenomenal job, and we're looking forward to Glenda Davenport and John Mobilio March 1st coming up. So it's going pretty strong.
And was it well attended?
It was. We had about 60 people.
Yeah.
They were on their feet at the end. They did a rendition of When the Saints Come Marching In, like a jazz kind of rendition, and it was fantastic. We had all the members on their feet, and it was a great ending to a fun night.
Always pleasure to talk to you, and we'll talk to you next Wednesday.
Sounds good, Mike. Thanks
very much. The Mattatuck Minute. That's Stephanie Harris. Have a great day, bud.
You too. Bye.
All right. So 31 works. It's something that is important to Waterbury. Culture, museum, art. If you're not a member, become a member. It's a good organization. All right, so the how-tos of Social Security. The questions come at least once a day at the office. I'm going to continue to be employed. You cannot make more than $14,600 the year you elect to retire. So I don't want to take too much fire away from Marie, but I'll go over everything. Maria Grice is smarter than me, obviously, so she'll do the bulk of the work. But again, at the agency, callers call in daily. What is the optimum time to retire? I had a nice caller last week call in at the top of the hour. She's a woman I recommended to go to the website, the www.ssa.gov. So we'll discuss that. All right. How to with Social Security. First of all, you need to be proactive. You do not wait until the month you're turning 65. For a true age-in, what we call an age-in means you are turning 65 and you are aging in. This show, Good Time Oldies, is my market, so I've got a captive audience here with the age-ins. All right, so call in 757-1320. We're going to discuss step by step. If you don't call in, I'll just keep rambling. What are you going to do? You're going to make a decision whether A, your first decision is going to be, do you want to collect your Social Security check? Okay? Social Security is your right. It was established in 1965. And it is something you contribute into your entire life. If you've heard me on the show, you have to work 40 fully satisfied quarters or 10 years. There's 4 quarters to every year. 10 years is 40 fully satisfied quarters. So you've paid into this system for 40 fully satisfied quarters. You now go to elect your Social Security check. You can either go down to 95 Scoville Street, and they're really great there. Mrs. Teresa Teeter and her intelligent staff are there. Their phone number directly local is 1-877-405-4874. So you can call them up and ask the questions on the phone. You can go to their website, www.ssa.gov, or for non-tech savvy people, it's socialsecurity.gov, but either one will take you right to it. Okay, you are turning 65 in May of 2012. So your birthday is May something 1947. The first of the month is when Part B takes effect. Part A, as you all know, is free. Free meaning you've paid for it. It's not free. Nobody gives you anything. But the Part A you will get for free. You elect to participate with Part B. Now, why do I say the term elect? Because you are paying for it. It was notoriously $96.40. Then it went up for a small, brief period of time to $110.50. Then the administration had raised it, which is Health and Human Services, or CMS, Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, raised it to $115.40. And now, as of January 1st, 2012, it has lowered nationally to $99.90. Producer Tom is saying someone's patiently waiting on the line. I'll take the call. This is Michael Regan. Hi, Michael Regan here.
Michael, this is Maria Grice. Oh. How are you?
Yoo-hoo! Right on time. I'm plugging you as we speak. All right, listeners, I will now be quiet. We're trying not to say the S-up word at home, so I'm working on not saying that word. I will now be quiet and let Maria Grice, she is with Social Security. I believe you're the Director of Public Affairs, Maria?
No, actually, I'm the Metropolitan Public Affairs Specialist.
Metropolitan Public Affairs Specialist. Woo! All right. Let me just be quiet now and you take over. What I'm doing is I'm actually plugging our website today, which is your website, ssa.gov. Explain at length how that works. explain the maximum amount of money that my listeners can expect to make once they take the paycheck. How do you want to handle this? You want to just talk and I'll listen, or do you want to banter back and forth?
Well, I can start off with the updates for 2012.
Okay,
and
that would be great.
If the listeners have any questions, they can always call in, and I'll do my best to answer their questions. I do have to tell you, I have about 15 minutes to be on the line with you because I have a conference call at the last minute. But I will do my best to answer all of the questions. And if not, then I can always call back on the next show and try to help those that need the help.
Absolutely. Now, we're also going to make a how-to YouTube video. So your segment, we're going to email it to you on the YouTube. You can use this as a link for your public affairs. This will be an intro of how to go about acquiring Social Security and all what you're going to explain. Listeners
Great.
out there, if you need to reach me or Maria, we've got outstanding people right here. It's 203-757-1320. We're honored to have Maria with us. Okay, take it away, Maria.
Okay, a couple of changes in 2012. First of all, for those individuals who are interested in filing for Social Security benefits prior to their full retirement age, the earnings limit went up. So in 2011, someone who was under full retirement age, which for most individuals that will be age 66, were also allowed to earn up to $14,160, and that was for 2011. That amount went up in 2012. The new amount of earnings now is $14,640. So anyone considering filing for early retirement and also would like to continue to work, in order to receive 12 checks per year, they will need to limit the amount of earnings or net self-employment income. Now, the year the beneficiary attains full retirement age, that year they can earn up to $38,880. In 2011, that figure was $37,680. So this is allowing our beneficiaries to not only receive Social Security benefits, but also work to supplement the income that is needed to continue a comfortable retirement. I believe you did mention... Oh, go ahead.
Beautiful knowledge.
Yeah, thank you. I believe you mentioned the Medicare premium for the Part B, which changed and actually decreased. It was $115.40, right, Michael?
Correct. It was $115.40, and I believe the administration, which is Social Security, lowered it to $99.90, correct?
That is correct, and that is what I thought I heard you mention before, so that is excellent, and that is actually helping our beneficiaries to keep a little more money in their pocket.
That's $180 a year more, $15
That's
a
right.
month. That's good.
That's right. And also our beneficiaries, after 2 years of waiting, they were given the 3.6% cost of living adjustment, cost of living increase, which is great. I mean, I know it doesn't make up for the last 2 years that they had to live, with less income, but at least now we see that the economy is picking up and the cost of living increase was once again provided to our well-deserved beneficiaries. So we're very excited about that.
I believe that went up around $39 on average a month per household, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Right.
That is correct. Now, I do remember you mentioned to me, Michael, that some of the callers or listeners were interested in finding out what the codes meant after their Social Security numbers.
We actually have a caller. We have a call waiting for you as we speak.
Is that correct?
Yes. Oh, Maria, they love you here. Okay.
Okay.
This is Medicare You. We have Maria Grice and Michael Regan. How can we help you?
Hi, my name is Jerry. I have a question.
How are you, Jerry?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
That's a fantastic name, by the way. My mom's name was Jerry. I like you already. Go ahead.
Oh,
How can we help you?
Okay, I've been on Social Security disability. As of May, I'll be on it for 2 years, so I automatically will be going on Medicare. My question is, I'm going to need an Advantage plan. So am I limited to what I can take since I'm not 65 yet? I'm only 62. Or do I have all the choices like someone would at age 65 when they start Medicare and look for Advantage plans or supplemental plans?
Maria?
Mike, I was just about to ask you, Michael, would you like to take that question?
Yes.
Since you deal with the insurance.
This is, okay, Jerry. Nice and slow. This is a good time oldie show. You are asking what you are eligible for because you're under 65, you are disabled, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so Maria and I can both tell you this. You need to be disabled for 24 months, correct, Maria, in order to be eligible for Part B?
That is correct.
Okay. Jerry, with the great name, how young are you?
I'm 62.
Okay, so 62 years of age. Are you going to be collecting Social Security through SSIDI or normal through a regular paycheck?
I just get Social Security disability. That's
okay. So the answer is Maria, is it okay if I take this one?
Absolutely.
Okay, the answer is on a Medicare supplement, SUPP supplement, you are only eligible through Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield for initial A. When you buy a Medicare supplement, you get generic initials A through N, Apple through Nancy. In 2009, Plan J was available, but June 1st, 2010, the government took it away. There's no more Plan J. So you're only eligible for Plan A with Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. With United Healthcare, you are eligible for A, B, and C. C is very close to Plan F, which is the best right now you can buy. Plan F with any Medicare supplement plan is the best. But C has skilled nursing facility, which A does not. So United Healthcare is the better option if you're going to go with a Medicare supplement. Again, supplement. With an Advantage plan, as long as you have Medicare A and B, you can get any plan you would like. There's zero premium plans out there, and there's fee-for-service plans. So what I'm going to have you do, Jerry, is I'm going to have you call my staff. We will call you back, and we will mail you all the information. When do you become eligible for Part B?
In May.
Okay, so you're going to turn on, and Maria, tell people how to turn on their Part B. There's several avenues. Go ahead, tell them all the choices.
If you are currently receiving Social Security disability benefits, Medicare will mail you automatically the Medicare card with your Part A and Part B of Medicare. And that's normally received 30 days before your effective date. So if you're eligible for Medicare as of May 2012, you should be receiving your Medicare card in April.
Okay.
If you're not collecting Social Security disability benefits for 24 months, you're not eligible for the Medicare, as Michael explained.
Right.
Now, for retirement beneficiaries, again, if they are collecting retirement benefits prior to attaining the age of 65, the Medicare card will be sent to them automatically. If they're not, they will need to apply for Medicare A and B, or one or the other, whichever part they need, during the initial enrollment period, the special enrollment period, or general enrollment period. And for that information, which is very detailed, the callers or the listeners should really visit www.socialsecurity.gov and press the tab or click on the tab that says Medicare, and that will give them the information so that they know exactly which enrollment period. Jerry, I believe you're already collecting disability benefits, so
yes,
you
I
don't
am.
need to file. It will be automatically sent to you.
Perfect.
Okay, and I have one other quick question.
Take your time.
I don't know if any of your other listeners have the same question. If I know I get a certain amount of money with Social Security disability, if I work a little bit and make some money and I still contribute to the Social Security, when I turn 66, will they recalculate that figure, or will it still remain the same?
That's all you, Maria. Yes.
Not a problem, Michael. The recomputation of benefits are done yearly after you file your taxes, but I can tell you this. If prior to filing for disability benefits you were earning $85,000 a year, and now you're only earning $24,000, $30,000, which is less than what you were earning prior to filing your disability claim, this is not going to increase your monthly benefit amount.
Oh, okay.
What will increase your monthly benefit amount is if you are earning the same amount as you were prior to filing for benefits with Social Security. The same amount or higher. That will give you a recomputation of your benefits.
Okay, but when you make less, they don't recalculate, no.
They do not.
Beautifully explained.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking my call.
I'm so psyched to have Maria on. This is the most talked about topic on the show is Social Security, so I can't appreciate you enough, Maria. All right, Jerry,
you,
with the great name. Give us a call at the office, 203-757-6099. And for you out of local area callers, which you may be, Jerry, 1-800-759-6099. All right,
great.
And then, ciao. Grazie, mi piace.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Well, Maria, they're going to continue to call because the lines are all lit up. Can you take one more, or do you have to conference call?
You know what? Let me take one more, please.
All right.
I know they're waiting, and I want to answer their questions.
Medicare You, this is Michael Regan and Maria Grice. How can we help you?
Hi, good afternoon. I've got a question. My wife and I are both retirees, full retirement. My wife's Social Security is less than mine. If I should die before her, would she get my Social Security?
The guru should take that one. Maria.
Yes. If your spouse, your surviving spouse, is at least full retirement age, when you pass, and if you passed away before she does, she will begin to collect the amount of benefits you were receiving from Social Security at the time of death.
Thank you very much.
I told you.
You're welcome.
We can't stop the calls. All right. Try to patch her through. If she's got to go, she's got to go. Michael Regan and Maria Grice here. How can we help you?
Yes. Good afternoon. Thank you for taking my call.
We're honored.
Thank you. I have two questions for you. The first one deals with myself. I am currently on Medicare, but I also have a supplement through where I worked previously, which was my regular insurance. However, the question often has come, do you declare one as being your primary and the other one is your secondary, which I have had to do? What are the advantages and disadvantages of saying, the one that you receive from where you work is your primary or secondary, or Medicare is your primary or secondary?
This is an easy one.
Okay.
Maria, you want me to take this alone so you can go? You got literally 30 seconds before your conference call.
Go ahead, Michael, take it, and I promise you that I will make it up to the listeners and to you.
Literally the whole board's lit up. So what I will do is... Sir, I'm going to answer your question. This is Maria Grice. She is with Social Security. I'm going to try to have her on as a regular caller just because there's so much demand for you. Have a great conference call, and thank you so much. Hope you had a great Valentine's Day yesterday, Maria.
I did. Thank you so much, Michael. And I'll be speaking with you soon.
Hasta luego, amiga. Gracias. Okay. Now, to the caller. Yes, the government is the one who is requiring this. Is it okay if I ask you a couple quick questions?
No, not at all.
Okay. First of all, it's you and your wife or just yourself?
Just myself.
Okay, so it's yourself. You're how young?
68.
Okay, 68-year-old male. Your insurance, not the Medicare, the group retiree plan was through whom?
Through Board of Education.
Okay, Board of Ed. So that's going to be you are a municipality worker.
I guess that's the classification.
Sure.
Yes.
And the Board of Education, don't say the name of the town, but it was probably through Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Exactly.
Sure, I know the plan by heart.
This is the Century Preferred Plan.
And it's C94, C90, or what's the Century?
I'm not sure, but I don't have a card really with me right now. While you're talking, I can get it.
Yeah, no problem. Because what I can do is I can educate the listeners out here. And thanks for calling into the show. All right, what is happening is you're a 68-year-old young male who's retired. You've been grandfathered in because your group which is a board of education is definitely a municipality employee. You were on the board working for a city or a town. Your town or city definitely had more than 20 full-time employees.
Right.
So therefore, the Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, are your first three initials XGC or XGM?
XGC.
Okay, that's the best insurance in the country. You can't get better than Century Preferred XGC. XGC truly means that insurance is going to be primary and that your Medicare A and B is going to be secondary. Anthem trumps Medicare when the group is larger than 20 full or part-time employees. Believe me, one of my greatest friends, Wayne, and I are still battling this, and I've learned every in and out on this one. If your group, excluding seasonal employees, is larger than 20 full and part-time employees, the carrier is primary. So the reason you're getting these audits is because the government, or CMS, doesn't want to have to pay 80% of a bill that they don't have to. Because the group was so large when you retired from the Board of Education, Anthem's on the hook for primary, and Medicare is on the hook for the secondary portion of this insurance.
I understand.
Did you buy a complete separate Medicare supplement, or do you just had Medicare A and B?
I have just Medicare A and B. I don't need it because within Anthem I also have a prescription plan.
That's Part D, correct?
Yes.
You have everything. Don't buy from me. You have the best insurance you could possibly get. Keep what you have and never relinquish it.
Okay. I have a question.
Sure.
This relates to my mother.
One moment. Let me just check with the producers. Can we take one more, Producer Nick? For the time? Okay, all right, hit it. We got it.
Okay, I'll do it quickly.
No, don't rush. We got sponsors to pay for it, but they'll have to wait. Go ahead.
All right. She is, on Medicare.
This is
However,
your
she has a supplement that we purchase separately, and in this particular case, it's called Blue Cross Blue Shield 65. The first one is called High Option ALT, and the Blue Shield is called Plan 81.
Okay, this is your mother?
Yes.
Okay, how young is she?
86.
Okay, 86-year-old female. She's a retiree. Is that how she has the 81?
She's retired in the sense where she did work at one time, but primarily she was always at home.
Okay.
Her Social Security comes basically through my father, who has passed away.
Sure. Okay. The high option, that costs you around $40 a month, right?
No. Well, let's see. We pay approximately $719 every 3 months.
A quarter.
Yeah, a quarter, yes.
All right. One moment. That's the beauty of a calculator. I can do it in my head. It's around, divided by 3 is 250. Wow. 719 divided by 3. 239. 239.67.
Yes.
All right. And what's her Part D?
Right now, I believe it is Aetna.
AETNA, correct?
Yes.
And how much do you spend for that a month?
I think it's roughly, the premium is roughly $30, roughly.
Sure, $30-something.
Yes.
Okay. Where does your mother live?
When you say where, you mean the town?
What state?
What state? Connecticut.
She lives in Connecticut.
Yes.
And you bought this a long time ago?
Yes. I guess when she turned 65.
Right. That plan 81 is no longer even around. It's not even available.
Mm-hmm.
Does she ever pay a doctor bill at the hospital or at the doctor's office?
No.
She has zero copay for everything, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Just listening to you on the phone,
right?
It's not a good idea to switch someone's insurance.
Okay.
Do you live locally?
Yes.
Can you do me one favor? I can help you help your mom a lot.
Okay.
I can get you through the Department of Social Services. I can get your mom QMB, which would give her a $100 raise, and it'll give her all her prescriptions for $2.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can. This is easy for me. There's no way your mom, as a widow at 81, is making more than $30,000 earned income a year.
Correct.
There's no way. All right. So give my staff a call. Let them know that you were a caller on the show. Don't give your name on the air. Give your name off the air for HIPAA reasons. Tell my staff, either Angela, Jasmine, Jean. Jean's the boss over there. So anyone you want to talk to, tell them who you are. Give them your mailing address, and I'm going to mail you a form today. I can afford the 45-cent stamp.
Okay,
and I'll have you come into the office, and I'll help you fill it out.
I appreciate that.
I don't touch you.
So
You're with the Board of Education. You've got the best insurance possible. But
okay, thank you.
I'm a mama's boy. I like guys that look out for their mom. I like that a lot.
Thank
All right,
you
my
so
friend.
much.
This is
All right,
Michael
thank you.
Regan, Medicare and You. I appreciate your phone call. We're going to plug the sponsors, take a commercial break, and we'll be back.